Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Greg Jones with Engine Builder. Welcome to another episode of Shop Takeovers. As you'll notice, I'm in my office today, and that's because this shop takeover, our intro kind of got a little wonky and messed up, so you get me in the office today. But today's shop takeover comes from Brandenburg, Kentucky, which is just outside Louisville. We are here at Competition Automotive, and we're going to be talking with shop owner Jason Lancaster. These guys do some really cool performance engine work, especially in the truck pulling world. They got a lot of cool, neat things inside, so enjoy this shop takeover. Let's go.
No shortcuts, no substitutes, no compromises. Great racers and engine builders choose Driven Racing Oil.
All right, guys, this is Competition Automotive owner Jason Lancaster. Jason, thanks for letting us come into the shop here and check it out.
All right.
Say hi to the folks. Please,
Hey guys, how are y'all
introduce
doing?
yourself and tell us a little bit about the shop.
The shop, it started in 2007. I was building motors on my own, and I was with Hendrick Motorsports doing a bunch of buying their motors and racing them, basically. And I come with special valve cutters and stuff back before everybody started doing it. And I let a machine shop borrow it just for my own personal motors.
Yeah.
And they started using my cutters on their vehicles or their engines that they was building. So I decided to buy a machine shop.
Awesome.
So that's where it started at.
And I think you were telling me before we got on camera, 2007?
Yeah, 2007. Mm-hmm.
Very good. And about how much space do you guys have here?
We got a 5,000 square foot facility.
Okay. And how many employees helping out?
4.
Okay.
There's 4 total.
Very good. Tell the folks a little bit about what you guys specialize in terms of the engines you typically work on.
We do a lot of heads-up racing engines. We do a lot of truck pull Pro 4 engines. We're kind of known for that. And then lightweight super stock tractors.
Okay.
We do a lot of work for them guys on a national NTPA level.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Jason, I'll let you lead the way here, but we're about to go back to your machine shop area and see some cool stuff.
Ignore the mess. But here's where we do cylinder heads. I know it's a little messy right now, but I've been working on a truck pull motor here today. And you see where Larry Phillips has got his limited light tractor here. Not limited light, lightweight super stock tractor here.
Yeah.
That's a head that we built in-house. Like I said, this here's the head area. And this gentleman right here takes care of me on my head area.
Yeah.
Then we'll walk on around.
Driven Racing Oil's GP1 Nitro 70. Trusted by top engine builders, winning racers, and devoted horsepower enthusiasts across the world. Driven takes legendary base oils, such as the ones from Bradford, Pennsylvania, which comprise our GP1 line. Then, we boost that superior base oil with state-of-the-art additive packages. Driven's GP1 Nitro 70 not only provides anti-wear protection, but can shield cylinders from washout and fuel dilution caused by methanol or nitro-based fuels. Learn more about Driven Racing Oil by following us on Facebook or Instagram at Driven Racing Oil, or shop now at drivenracingoil.com.
There's a pretty sizable crank right there.
Yeah.
What does that go in?
Somebody's semi. I don't even know why he brought it.
Okay.
I can't do nothing with it. But here's our engine building room.
Oh, nice.
We got a couple of truck pull motors, street rod motor, another truck pull motor. So, that guy likes ugly valve covers and stuff, so he don't want anybody to know that he's got a decent motor underneath.
Yeah, it's a facade.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Very cool.
Yeah, it's ugly. I mean, rusty, ugly, just the way he likes it.
Right.
It runs good, but it's ugly.
That'll still hurt some feelings, right?
Right. Yeah. There for a while, he dominated like crazy. Then a Ford came out, started running decent with him, So he came back, and I built him a brand new bullet, and it should put him back on the very top again.
Nice. Jason, how many engines will you guys get through in a year?
Probably a couple of hundred.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. This here's the block area where all the block work goes on.
Yeah.
Our honing machine, line hone.
Yeah.
Then over,
yeah.
then over here you got our CNC VF6
Right.
Hoss machine.
Kind of the workhorse for you, right?
Yep, we make billet heads with that on the tractors and stuff like that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Then back here we got the dyno room that we had a mishap on Monday.
Yeah, you're saying just the other day this went down, huh?
Yeah, the other day we was dynoing, and I was doing a pulling truck motor, and we was up to about 7,800 RPM, and the flywheel came loose.
Wow.
Well, it went through the wall there, up there.
All right, here, hold on. Let me. All right, so that's one of the spots.
There's another spot to your left.
Yeah, there. And then right up above there. And I came all the way across the room.
Right, went into here.
Through that hole there. And best we can guess,
Hit this,
ricocheted there.
and then hit that up there.
And then all the way, let me zoom in here, up and onto that beam. And look at the damage on that beam after bouncing around the room.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. And fortunately, Jason, you were telling us
Nobody got hurt.
No one was hurt.
Motor was fine.
Motor's fine. No fires.
No
Which
fires.
we've heard from other folks that it can go very wrong very
Right.
fast.
Yeah, but everything was good.
Crazy. And this is your tear down
Yeah,
area.
whenever they
we
bring
understand.
us motors in, we tear them down.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Good amount of stuff in here right
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah, we're probably a year and a half behind, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, that's the nature of it at the moment, right?
Right. Yeah, guys cry when I tell them it's going to be, a few months before I can even look at their stuff.
Yeah. And Jason, you're saying this is your personal build here, right?
Yeah, this here's my billet Hemi Brad Anderson block that I maintenance. I used to run with the No Prep Kings, and once I get it to where I want it, I'm going to do my dangness of getting back with the No Prep Kings and doing some of their racing.
Yeah. That's
And
cool.
I run a Vortex supercharger on this. Vortex helps me out quite a bit, just to be able to live a dream, basically.
Yeah. And how much horsepower are you making with
Should
that?
make around 3,500.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, my dyno here won't handle this unit.
Right.
But maybe one day I'll get the Black Widow and we'll be able to dyno this.
Yeah. Nice. Very cool.
And we also use Superflow we got a base Power Mark dyno.
Okay.
So then over there is a special block just for truck pulling. It's my own design.
Okay.
We've moved the lifters all in different locations so the push rods are straight and they're not crooked no more.
Gotcha, yeah.
Because, this motor will live about 10,300 RPM.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So,
Very cool.
and guys, I guess that's about.
Jason, you want to just talk about some of the component partners that you guys typically work with? We're seeing some Callies and Manley stuff around.
Yeah, we deal with Callies. I got several dart blocks over here. We do a lot of dart stuff.
Yeah.
We do a lot of work through Bryant, World Products, and Engine Parts Warehouse, PBM also,
Yeah.
and Erskine cams.
Excellent.
Do some with bullet cams whenever it's the hard to make camshafts, because poor Russ down there, Erskine's so busy they ain't got time to mess with a little peon like me on a special camshaft. So
Gotcha. Yeah. Very good. So, Jason, again, we appreciate you showing us around the shop
thanks
here
for
and what
coming
you guys
down.
got going on. What's something on the horizon for the shop? There are any new platforms or new race classes that you're looking at getting into, or even just different machinery that you want?
I'm actually thinking about building an NHRA stocker car to go out and run. Conway, the gentleman that works for me here, he was a well-renowned super stock racer back in the day.
Yeah.
And he's been on me to building something in the class racing. So I've got a Camaro that we're thinking about building into a stocker.
Okay.
And then I still do a lot of no prep racing, big tire and small tire.
Yeah.
So
Very
I got
cool.
a lot of stuff that I'm into.
Very cool. Yeah, so Jason, before we got on video, was showing us this billet tractor head here that these guys machine entirely in-house out of, solid piece of billet.
Yep. It runs the National Tractor Pulling Association. It's lightweight super stock class.
Yeah.
It makes around 5,400 horsepower.
Wow.
3 turbochargers, 120 pounds of boost.
Wow.
On alcohol.
That's pretty serious.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
Very
crazy
cool.
how much power they make. And in here, we haven't used it in a little while, but we use that machine right there. That's a Renishaw Cyclone, so it's a digitizer.
Yep,
so we set a head up in it and set its coordinates, and it actually went and picked up the port design and everything of the ports.
Yeah.
So then I could translate it from there over to the CNC.
Very good. That's very cool. Jason, again, we really appreciate you showing us around the shop here at Competition Automotive. You guys got some cool stuff going on, and we appreciate the shop tour. And guys, make sure you're checking out everything that Jason's got going on here. And as always, make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more cool engine content. Thanks for watching this shop tour, and we'll see you guys next time.